Hi, my name is Isaac Troito, and will be doing my natural disasters report on the 1989 Loma Prieta earthquake. The Loma Prieta earthquake struck on October 17th, 1989 at 5:04 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. The epicenter of the 1989 earthquake was located near the Santa Cruz Mountains. The Loma Prieta earthquake had a magnitude of 6.9, and it was the strongest earthquake to hit the region since the 1906 San Francisco earthquake. The earthquake was a 6.8 magnitude, and it could be felt up to 60 miles away, including in cities such as San Francisco, Monterey, Oakland, and Berkeley. The Loma Prieta earthquake was caused by the Pacific and North American tectonic plates moving past each other along the San Andreas Fault. The duration of the earthquake was about 20 seconds, yet for some, it may have felt like hours. On this map, we can see how within the near regions of the epicenter, the earthquake was felt very violently and severe, and even up to 60 miles away in San Francisco, it was strong. So we can only imagine how the destruction occurred within the middle of the epicenter from what we know about San Francisco. As for environmental factors after the earthquake, there were landslides, aftershocks, and tsunamis. 4,000 landslides were caused, affecting 200 residents alone. Most of these landslides occurred in the Santa Cruz Mountains. As for aftershocks, it was reported that there were about 300 aftershocks after the main earthquake. The first one struck 2.5 minutes after with a 5.2 magnitude, and the last one was about a week after the main shock, which was at 2.5 magnitude. For tsunamis, there was a possibility of a tsunami, but there were only strong increasing waves in Monterey. This occurred 10 minutes after the first shock. As for impact on the Bay Area, widespread property damage and casualties occurred. 63 people were confirmed dead, while thousands were injured. 42 of those deaths occurred on the Cypress Street Viaduct, where the overpass collapsed, crushing cars underneath. And we can see that picture right here. So this is where most of the deaths had occurred during the earthquake, as pedestrians were stuck underneath the collapsed bridge. There was widespread property damage around the Bay Area, which was estimated to cost $6.8 billion in direct damages, and infrastructure such as the Golden State Bridge and other bridges in the area were damaged or destroyed, which led to major transportation disruptions. When the earthquake struck the Bay Area, Game 3 of the 1989 World Series was preparing to start between the Oakland A's and the San Francisco Giants at Candlestick Park. This event was the first major earthquake to be broadcasted and captured live during a sporting event. The World Series was put on pause while the Bay Area recovered from the earthquake, and 10 days later, Game 3 resumed on October 27th. Before the game, first responders threw out the first pitch and were honored, as the Oakland A's would go on to sweep the Giants in 4 games. In response to the earthquake, first responders got straight to work, going through wreckage looking for any survivors. First responders, including EMTs and ambulances, were stressed but not entirely overwhelmed. Response times were slightly delayed because either roads were blocked or bridges had collapsed. The state worked along with Cal OES, the California Office of Emergency Services, to work and repair damaged infrastructure around the Bay Area. 1 year after the Loma Prieta earthquake, California enacted legislation to identify and map areas in the Bay that were prone to landslides and amplified ground shaking as a result to the destruction experienced in 1989. In conclusion, the Loma Prieta earthquake was a 6.9 magnitude earthquake that had 63 fatalities, about $6.9 billion in direct damages, and it is most famously known as the World Series earthquake. That is my presentation, and thank you.